For those of you who have been following our travels as we drive around the world, you will know that we are currently self-isolating here in Istanbul. In fact, today is day 26 of our self-isolation. So we want to reiterate that this video was filmed before coronavirus had actually arrived here in Turkey. And it's hopefully going to give you a little bit of escapism for those of you who are self-isolating.
And this will explain why there is lots of kissing, hugging and no social distancing.
So sit back, relax and enjoy this episode.
We're not going to be in Europe for like over a year and a half.
Yeah, I know, what a thought to think that we're actually not going to come back into an EU country until... hopefully until the end of 2021. It just suddenly feels more real, doesn't it?
It is super exciting.
Oh lordy. So the slow poodle that we've done through Europe is about to pick up pace.
Yeah, may the challenge begin.
As the mileage and stuff gets serious style now.
Yeah.
So actually, just to touch on the insurance costs when we came in, it's probably one of the highest countries. It was 200 euros. He said it was the same price for a month or 3 months, so we thought may as well get the 3 months just in case there's any border problems with the coronavirus and stuff. But yeah, 200 euros for the month is pretty pricey in the scheme of insurance. Although I suppose we've spent 50 euros on a week and things like that, so I suppose it puts it into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you have to buy these things, and it's just part of our travel expenses.
Which you will be able to read about on Chris's next financial vlog.
You will. It will start with, eek, what? 200 euros?
I reckon we're going to find something down there. Okay?
Yeah. It's very hard to find a bit of parking at the moment. It's a bit tight in here.
Let's see if there's something.
Are you sure about this? Hi.
Bonjour. I reckon it's going to be something down there.
Oh my god. There's no parking anywhere.
I'm going. Don't go, I'm never going.
Oh, Mrs. Fisher. Keep slowly. I'm not sure we're going to find parking around here. We've seen a mobile shop, but I'm not sure about the parking. It's definitely rammed. Maybe we'll have to park and walk in, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, I think we need to just be bolder, don't we?
Bolder?
Oh, auto park. There you go.
Are you going to get in there?
I don't know. You got parking?
Hello. Found a little car park. We're just going to see...
Hi, we need 1 hour.
maybe
Just
1 hour.
We need to buy a SIM card for our mobile phone.
SIM card?
SIM card
Yeah, mobile,
for the telephone.
Okay.
So we need 1 hour for parking just to walk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good driving, love. It's a little bit crazy. He's going to go and he's going to move his car so we can park. But I don't actually know the exchange rate, which doesn't help. So we are in Turkey and we are going to go and have a little look around the town and see if we can find a SIM and some Wi-Fi.
I'm going to tidy my hair up a little bit first. I don't think I'm a lunatic.
It was a bit crazy driving around town, but it's all good. Oh, Turk Telecom there. Is it that one? Huh? So that was really good. They said that there's internet just on the other side here. One of the problems we've got is we don't actually know how much local currency it is to the pound, because normally we look that up while we've got internet, but we don't at the moment.
I forgot, it's my fault.
So we're gonna go and find some Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back and then we'll know what we're dealing with. There's a few shops there to compare prices. Internet cafe. Old school.
Old school.
So what we've done is we've come into an internet cafe because we have no idea. Rookie mistake, whenever you cross the border and you don't have any data, you should always know the currency. Otherwise we'll go to the mobile shop and we won't actually know how much we're spending on a SIM card, which is a really crazy thing. So we figured out that it's actually 8 to the pound. So now we know what we're dealing with. Good job.
This is für
Vodafone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 25 gig.
Yeah.
How much is that? 750?
This is standard, please.
Okay. Pay, SIM card?
Turkcell?
SIM card no.
No.
Oh, no SIM card.
No SIM card. Vodafone, Turkcell, Telecom no.
Right, let's go and eat some food.
Ooh la la.
God, that looks so good.
Look, you got kebab. Doner
Doner.
kebab. How good does this food look? Ooh. So nice.
Oh, there's beef. Oh, there's, oh my God. Is it good?
Mmm. How nice does that look? Turkish food is seriously good. Amazing. We got some aubergines. Good. And some, I don't know what that is. What is
I
it?
don't know what that is. It just looked interesting.
It's like a buffet. What is it? I don't know. It looks like lasagna, but it's not.
It doesn't taste like lasagna. It's like a meaty, creamy.
And then we got some sausages with potatoes, rice, and it comes with bread. Amazing.
That is like Turkish lasagna, but it's got beans and meat in it.
And then automatically at the end of the meal, we got tea.
I got tea.
It's very good, guys.
Yeah, what a lovely welcome we have had to Turkey. But look at this, driving to Turkey to have beautiful Turkish food and then finished off with Turkish tea.
And we've only been in Turkey for about an hour and a half. It's all good. Well, that was a seriously good lunch and great first impression here in Turkey.
Is there somewhere to buy here? Straight down.
Genau. Dann rechts.
Right,
Yeah.
Geradeaus.
straight on.
Geradeaus. Akbank.
Akbank.
Bank nebenan. Akbank nebenan.
It's on the left.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, so we just went back to the Vodafone shop and the prepaid SIMs have run out. So there isn't any SIMs.
How bizarre.
Very strange. So he's given us directions to another one. So we found another. Oh, look, we're going to have a photo of the photo. Instagram. Okay, go on then. So we have managed to find another Vodafone shop here. Oh, welcome to Vodafone Turkey. So yeah, we've managed to find a prepaid SIM card, 20 gig, which will last us a few days before we get to Istanbul. All good. And these lovely ladies here are looking after us.
I'm going to get hairs on
So now here's hospitality. We've only been in Turkey for a couple of hours and we're having coffee in the Vodafone shop with chocolates. That's a definite.
The hospitality, we have only been in Turkey for like 2.5 hours and everybody has been so lovely.
Yeah, it's true, really. Really true.
Teşekkür.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first word. It means thank you.
So we've arrived back to Trudy. All is good. And the parking was like 60p for a couple of hours and the guy looked after our van for us. What an amazing place. The ladies in the Vodafone shop really looked after us. The guy in the restaurant, the car park. First impression of Turkey, really, really good. So now we're going to go off and find somewhere to sleep for the night, because it's about 3:30, because we've gone forward an hour. So yeah, bedtime.
Do I go down there or do I go down there?
Whichever one you want.
Which one do you think's bigger?
Just go. Oh my god, it's a bit tight.
Any room?
Yeah, about 2 inches. Yeah. It's a bit tight. Second right, he said.
So not this
Not
one.
that one. Next
So no
one.
entry.
Next one. Nearly went the wrong way down a one-way road until the guy from the car
All the
park.
cars
Well, all the cars are facing the way that it says you can't go. And there's another one coming.
Hang on.
So I'm really confused. But there you go. What I can't believe is it's actually 22 degrees. We've gone from being quite cold in Bulgaria and it's 22 degrees. Amazing. So we've headed out of the town probably for just about 15 minutes south, and we found this really cool park. There's a few cars and people coming out for picnics and stuff, but yeah, it's really nice. There's bins, loos. So yeah, we're going to stay here for the night, recoup, and then probably start slowly heading towards Istanbul. But yeah, today's been a big relief getting into Turkey without any problems, and all is good. We've woken up our first morning in Turkey and the weather has taken a turn for the worse. It's raining. It's the first bit of rain we've had for ages, actually. So it's one of those things. Today, what do? If we stay still and make videos, we're not really generating any electric from the solar. So raining is good to drive from a electric perspective, but it's also a good opportunity to get some video editing done for our next vlog for you guys. And so we're probably going to do a bit of both. We're going to do a bit of video editing and then maybe we'll drive a little bit. What do you reckon, love?
What video are you making?
Albania.
Woohoo!
Albania. Yeah, we're about, for those of you that want to know, we're probably about 10 days to 2 weeks behind on the videos. So they're almost live. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's a pretty grey day out there today. Good morning from Turkey. We spent the day here yesterday. I managed to get another video made because it was raining. And this morning we have woken up in the trees. It's stopped raining. It's a little bit cold. It's not as warm as I thought it was going to be here in Turkey. But today we are going to go exploring and we're heading to Istanbul. Yeah, who would have ever thought you'd hear us say we're driving to Istanbul? Exciting. I can't wait. Istanbul has always been one of those countries that I've wanted to go and visit. And hopefully we're going to hook up with those guys, the Turkish guys that we met in Montenegro. Look who we found! It's the guys from Turkey we met in Bosnia. It's so exciting. Where do you want to go today?
Istanbul!
Mad, right?
I know. I actually cannot believe I would ever have said, let's drive to Istanbul.
It doesn't actually feel like we're in Turkey because when you look around, it looks like autumn back home.
Yeah.
Lots of leaves,
Yeah.
bald trees. It's a little bit chilly.
Yeah, I was gonna WhatsApp one of my friends and say it's really nice. We're parked up in the woods, and then I thought, should be panicking. Should be going, what are you doing parked up in the woods? But it's been a really lovely.
It's been quiet here. Look, nobody around.
It's been lovely.
It's been really nice. And but time has come to move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go to Istanbul, baby.
Istanbul, baby, and I'm gonna clean the windscreen.
It's gonna clean. Oh yeah, we've actually got a checklist that I made.
Yes, you did.
Called our pre-flight checklist. And one of the things on the checklist is clean windscreen before driving, ready for filming. And the funny thing is, Marianne laughed at me when I made the checklist. The funny thing is that since we've left, we haven't looked at the checklist.
That's because you like lists and I hate lists.
So I apologise if the windscreen's been really dirty. It's because we didn't read the list. So one of the things that always makes me laugh is Marianne starts the van, gets ready to drive, and then I go, where are we going? And then she's like, I don't know.
Can I just?
So then I'm like, well, we need to put something in the maps me, otherwise where are we going?
I'm gonna shock you. I've already done it.
No! You've put it in already?
In already.
So we got a GPS of a place in Istanbul. We've actually managed to find somewhere, hopefully, secured parking, campsite thing, which you have to pay for, but in a city for security purposes, it's always worthwhile.
I think it's about £10 a night, but it's got electric, free laundrette,
Yeah.
all the services are free, so for £10
we'll
I'm like, woo!
We'll go and find it.
Yeah.
And also, in Turkey, when we crossed the border, a gentleman very kindly said, when you go on the motorways, make sure you buy the toll pass from the booth before you cross the cameras, otherwise you'll get fined.
Yeah.
So we're going to learn about that today, and we'll expand on that a bit later on.
Yeah.
So right, let's go to Istanbul.
I wanna close my eyes and go back, play it in my mind. A movie of us two, yeah, we were happy at the time. Can't remember what it felt like. We used to be so strong. That picture perfect sky now it looks so gray and cold.
Istanbul. It's a lot greener than I expected. I think because Turkey is a real sort of holiday destination, I expected it to be probably hotter and drier, maybe in the south of Turkey because it's a huge country. But yeah, lovely green farming fields here in the north of Turkey. So first refuel in Turkey. Let's go and figure this out. Morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you need any help?
No, the only thing we're trying to work out is the to pay for the toll.
AGS can find it on the road. Look at tables writing AGS,
Yeah.
and then you can buy that
The sticker.
on the road.
Yeah. So we're driving around the world.
That's great.
See, we got the Turkey sticker there already.
Oh,
Then we're driving from there. We're going to Istanbul today.
you know Pazarkule now.
We have 3 friends in.
Oh.
Teşekkür.
We have 3 friends in Istanbul, and we're going to meet them in Istanbul, and they're going to show us Istanbul.
So that was very nice. The gentleman just explained to us that actually we can buy the pass for the motorways just before the toll booths, or you can do it online. So no need to panic. So
This is a gift from me.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. We got peanuts. Everybody in Turkey is just so nice. It's amazing. So the price here is really good. It's like 5.72 for a litre of diesel, which is, it's 8 to the pound. It's probably like 60, 70p. So it's definitely the cheapest fuel since we've left. I'm liking Turkey. And the sun has come out. Beautiful, very well planned. We're heading to Istanbul in the sunshine. I can't believe how nice that guy was, just buying us a bag of peanuts.
I know.
Hey?
Everybody is nice though.
And it was cheap. So we got half a tank for £28.
It's actually just over half a tank.
And he gave us the expensive diesel.
Did he?
Yeah, we didn't have the cheap one, we had the expensive one.
Us and our expensive.
That's amazing, £28. Okay, although the insurance was €200, driving on the road in Turkey is definitely cheaper.
It is indeed.
They've got like these police cars which are made of like cardboard. They're not actually real police cars. It's really strange, but it definitely gets your attention and makes you slow down.
Please don't go through the red light. He's going through the red light. He's just gone through the red light. I'm driving. Woohoo! Istanbul! Turkey!
Yeah. There's the steering wheel's on the wrong side.
Yeah. Is that good? Is that good? Thank you.
Go.
I think that means good. Teşekkür. I think that means good.
I'm not sure. Hopefully.
In Italian and Greek.
Or maybe they've just realised that we're actually nuts. Putting you onto a main road, but I don't know why it's going this way. The thing about using Maps.me and putting avoid tolls is you do come down some very funny little roads. We should have just taken the motorway really, but I guess this way you do get to see the city and life here in Turkey, and you get lots of people waving at you by the side of the road, which is always quite fun.
Or looking at you like a weirdo.
Because the steering wheel's on the wrong side, it's
Yeah.
confusing them. One of the things when using Maps.me is just take it as a rough guide, because it does try, like I said before, to take you down one-way roads, and it wanted us to go down a road with those bollards that shoot up to stop you going down. So yeah, just follow the general flow of traffic, even if it's busy like it is today, and keep an eye on
Ducato in front of us.
keep an eye on the map. There is. It's a newer version of Trudy.
Don't listen, Trudy. I'll never replace you with a younger model.
And look, the fake police cards even have flashing lights on them.
Very cool.
Very good way of slowing traffic down. So it looks like he's taken a wrong turn, so he's going to reverse back onto the motorway. As you do.
That is insane.
There was somebody just reversing down the motorway,
But not in this hard shoulder.
like halfway on the slow lane. That's just mental. Absolutely mental. There's somebody driving. Soap, rinse.
Let's go to the shop and get some change.
Okay, have you locked it up?
Yeah.
So we've just got some change. We're going to give Trudy a bit of a wash. First wash actually since Austria.
We actually carry a broom with us. It's really useful if the car washes don't have like brushes, because they don't all. And then I use the brushy bit for the dustpan, like cleaning out the van.
You better turn to the other side. If you stay right here, I might move my hand to your face.
Whoops, we left the broom in the garage, so we're going back. Hopefully it's still there. The excitement of washing the van was too much.
Home and give you everything that I have. Now we could stay awake all night and have dinner in bed. Slowly watch as the sun rises, or fall asleep instead.
We can see the sea again. It's just over there. That is right at the top of the Med. We're about 35 miles from Istanbul. So as you're driving down through Turkey, you see by the side of the road these little stands with converted vans like you can see behind us. And we just thought, we haven't had any lunch. Why not? What we got, love?
Not really sure. Looks like rice with shredded chicken, maybe, and chilli.
Nice.
It's £8.
It's a pound.
That's good.
There's some chilies on the table.
And there's chilies.
Or we could sit and eat. Thank you. Chicken rice with some pickled chilies. Mate, it's a good little spot for lunch, isn't it? Turkish style. Nice.
Very nice.
Good job. The van actually behind me in the back's converted, so it's got like 2 tables of 4 inside, so people can go inside and eat their lunch inside. It's like a little mini portable restaurant. What a cool idea. I've never seen that before, have you? That was great. Nice little snacky lunch, £1. Job's a good one. Look, the sea's right there.
I can see the sea.
I can see the sea. So we're arriving in Istanbul and we're just going over the waterway, and you can see the city skyline on the hills above us. So yeah, not far to go at all now. We made it to Istanbul.
What an experience. I'm literally, I can't tell you how I feel actually. I feel amazed and really just everything's ace.
Welcome to Van Life Istanbul. Woo-hoo-hoo! You can see all the cargo ships. It's a really nice drive down the south of Istanbul here, and we've only got about 5 minutes until a spot we've found for parking, we think. Turkish coffee? Welcome aboard this Tread the Globe flight to Istanbul. Drive time today is about 3 hours. Your pilot today is Marianne.
I think there's something in the air today. Chicken. See, my Turkish is fine.
You're Turkey, you speak chicken. Join us on the next episode as we get lost in Old Town Istanbul, meet up with some new friends and explore this wonderful city.